All right, it's time for another episode of the AI Advisor Tool Podcast. I'm Brian.
And I'm Stuart, and this podcast is meant to help you save time, save money, learn the latest AI tools that can help you scale your financial practice. Brian and I are both independent financial advisors at different firms, and today we're going to share a new tool called Graphyapp. Brian, take it away.
All right, thanks so much. So Graphyapp is an AI power tool that allows you to basically create a chart, very simple chart, nice clean chart. So what I want to do is just take you through a very quick example of how this works. So here's the URL here. You can see I'm already sharing the screen. It's graphy.app.ai. And you will need to either sign in or sign up. Okay, when you sign in, it looks like they only work with Google. You're going to have a Gmail address in order to do that. So I click on here. I'm going to, you can see all my Google accounts there. Go ahead, click on that. It'll log me in. And now I'm ready to go. So what do you want to visualize? So I'm going to say, okay, let's just say you're meeting with a client and they want to put, I don't know, they've got an extra $5,000 a year to invest. And you just want to visually show them the power of investing that $5,000 over the next 20 years, we'll say. Okay. So, you could get on Excel spreadsheet, you could do some future value calculators. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there you could use, but in this case, I'm just going to type in here, invest $5,000 annually over 20 years at 7%. And I'd say, yeah, let's just do that. That seems pretty simple, doesn't it? And we'll hit generate chart. So what it does is it creates a chart for you over those 20 years. And it's interesting. You can see the disclosure down here says AI generated responses can be inaccurate or misleading. So just keep that in mind. So we're investing 5,000 annually over 20 years. If you like what you see, and the really neat thing is it even gives you suggested prompts, because if you're looking at this and you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't look right, or this is wrong or whatever, it actually gives you, try some of these other prompts. Now, I will tell you, if you click on one of these prompts, you'll actually lose what you typed in. So, if you want to write it down or take a screenshot or something, but you do have some options there. All right, well, we're just going to go ahead and use the chart. So we're going to click on it. And so usually by now, Stuart, you could be asking a question or something at this point instead of just being mesmerized by what an amazing job I'm doing.
Well, Brian, you're definitely mesmerizing.
Right.
But so as I'm thinking as an advisor, all right, so I'm listening to the podcast. What are some of the classic uses of this? Would this be in a PowerPoint? Would this be in a presentation? Would this just be what would you use this?
I think all of the above. I mean, again, I think if there's something visually that you just need to get your point across to somebody, okay, and create a chart. And again, I'll show you here, like chart type, in this case, obviously a line chart makes sense, but you can create bar charts, you can create pie charts. There's a lot, you can create a funnel. There's a lot of different options that you have in here. And so, if there's something you want to create, instead of having to get in Excel and get data in and figure it all out and type out formulas, it's just able to do that. So yes, presentations, meeting with a client, something very simple and quick. And then once you create that chart, you've really got some nice, editing tools here. You can change your color scheme. We tend to use a more blue color scheme for our firm. So you can do that. You can actually change the size of it. Look at that. Like if you wanted to send something, I mean, that would go great, in a mobile format, right? Maybe.
Brian, you know what I love about this too? The UI is easy and clean, but also you can use this for social media posts. So exactly. You can illustrate something, significant, like, a hockey stick. If you, invest with us, compliance didn't approve that.
Yeah.
But this would be your return.
Exactly.
Post something that significant, a social media post.
And you've also got a dark theme. You've got a light mode, so I tend to, I think dark charts and things like that actually show up better in social media feeds and things like that than the white background. And then you got two options. Once you've got the chart, let me just show you over here. You also have this table over here you can use. It has the data points in here. If you had data points you wanted to add, you can actually type in this and then start putting in numbers here, and it'll automatically put it on the chart. So it's an actually interactive data table. For sake of time, we're not going to actually do that though. You have two options. You can either export it. So you can export it here. You can download it. You can copy to a clipboard. You can even include a caption. So in this caption here, it can say, you can type out $5,000 invested annually at 7%, right? You can type that out, and that'll be at the bottom there. So when you export, you can either download it, you can copy to clipboard. You can also get a link to this chart. So you can generate a link. And again, like for social media or things like that, that might be the better option. And it keeps that on there for you. And that's it. It's literally that simple. And again, it just, allows you to do it. Like anything else with AI, you probably need to, spend some time in it, make sure the data is correct, and make sure, it's doing exactly what you need it to do. So,
well, this is what's great though, Brian. It saves you, one of our primary goals is to save advisors time so they can scale their business.
right.
And that's what's so great about all the options, being able to instantly download it into a PowerPoint, linking it to that social media. Creating graphs is not new, but using the tool and its interface really allows you to save that time that you can put somewhere else in your business.
Yeah. And it's going to save you money. It's free. Again, I'm sure at some point there's going to be probably a paid option or something like that that comes out, and you'll have different options or things like that. But right now it's free, and it's very simple that you can add in there. So graphy.app, great visual tool for your data. And you got anything else?
All right, to their success. Thanks
All right.
for coming. We hope to see you at our next podcast, where we're going to share another great tool that is going to save you a lot of time and put money back in your pocket.
All right. Thanks so much. And remember that the AI Advisor Tool podcast is brought to you by Fiduciary Alliance. Fiduciary Alliance is a platform that helps advisors go independent, or advisors that are already independent grow and scale their practice as well. You can learn more at fiduciaryalliance.org. Well, thanks so much for listening, and we will see you next week.